Hey, welcome back to Mr. P's Cooking School. Today, what we're making is BarB cups because we're using the barbecue that you can watch from a previous video, and we're going to use it to make little cups. All right, so the first thing that we have to do is we have to grab a napkin and we have to get some Crisco. You can use cooking spray. I like to use Crisco instead of cooking spray. I think the cooking spray kind of makes your cupcake pans kind of yucky and harder to clean. So put a little Crisco in, spread it around, keep spreading it until it's thinned out. I got enough here probably for these whole 2 rows on one napkin. But just spread them around so that they're lightly greased, so that your barbecue cup doesn't stick to the pan. All right, so I bought from the store, they are Pillsbury corn dog wraps. And this is what I use to make the little barbecue cup to make the little cup to put the barbecue in. So you'll find a place on the wrapper that you have to peel, and you peel that back and then give it a wrap on the side of the counter, and might as well start preheating the oven. Just do what the can says to do. The can says to do 375 degrees, so we do 375. And this comes in little sections. And what we do with these is we take these little sections and you got to kind of work them with your hand, and as best you can, you want to change a square into a circle. And it doesn't always work perfectly, all right? Sometimes you just do the best you can. But you kind of spread it out in the middle and kind of compress it on the corners, and then shove it in so it fits tightly. And sometimes you can rework it, once it's in there. I can push those 2 corners together and make it a little more like a circle. All right, so we take those. There should be 8 of them. So we can make 8 little BarB cups out of each one of these cans of Pillsbury corn dog wrap. By the way, the corn dog wrap, if you make them actual corn dogs, is really good too. You just wrap a raw hot dog and you put them in the oven for how long the package tells you. And they're pretty tasty. All right, we're gonna pause here while I do this, and we'll catch up afterwards. All right, so come here. I have some barbecue that I made earlier, and it's still warm, but I made it and let it cool down a little bit. And I'm gonna bring it over here. I'm put down a hot pad on my counter so I don't ruin my counter. But then you just take a little bit of barbecue and fill up, about a spoonful is all it takes, and fill up each of these little cups. They don't need to be overflowing. Just fill them up. You can see, my little cups, they're not beautiful. Just press the corn dog wrap in there as best you can. And just fill them up. All right, so I filled up my BarB cups, and you can see I have a good bit of barbecue left, and I can use the leftovers of that for, you can make coney dogs, or you can make walking tacos, or you can use them to make sandwiches. And so now all we have to do is take these. Oh, we can put a little cheddar cheese on these. Okay, so I almost forgot. These are nice if you put just a little bit of cheddar cheese on each one. Try to keep it off the pan. The more you keep it on the BarB cup and off the pan, the less cleaning of the pan you have to do. Okay, So now I've got them with the cheese on them. They're all ready to go in the oven. The oven's preheated to 375. So I'm going to put these in side by side. And you just put them in for how long the package tells you to cook them. And this says 17 minutes, so I'm setting the timer for 17 minutes. All right, so there's my timer. So I'm going to take these out and set them up here. Woo! Blast of hot air, steam up my glasses. All right, so you can see what they look like. The cheese is melted down. The cornbread little bowls are kind of toasted. And I'm going to turn off the oven. Now, one thing you don't want to do, we need to let these cool just a little bit, but I'll talk about taking them out. You don't want to go scraping in your mom's good, cupcake pans because they probably have a coating. I have tongs that have plastic on them, and I can kind of start them up, and then I need to use two hands, and then grab them and put them on the plate. Or you can use something like this to kind of shove it in there and kind of force them loose from the pan and then grab them. All right, enjoy them, they're good.